Burns unexpectedly spotted a coin in the fountain. Burns eventually decided to pick up the coin, but he fell into the pool as a result. At the critical moment, Homer suddenly appeared and rescued Burns. To repay Homer for saving his life, Burns decided to treat him to dinner. Homer put on a suit and tie, ready to head out. He didn't want to have dinner with an old man, but he had no choice but to obey his boss's orders. Homer had no interest in the food of these rich people, but Burns told Homer that he would never forget this meal because they were going to a restaurant in Chicago. Homer worried about being late for work on Monday.
I have to be back at work on Monday and my boss is a total jerk.
Who said anything about drive?
But Burns parked the car at the airport. This was Homer's first time on a private jet. Burns asked if he wanted some sushi. After eating and drinking his fill, Homer was ready to rest, but Burns suggested they listen to some music. A popular singer appeared at that moment. The journey was so enjoyable that after the plane landed in Chicago, Homer couldn't bear to leave the aircraft. Fortunately, the airport was prepared. They used a forklift to toss Homer directly into the car. Homer followed Burns to check out Chicago's celebrity hotspots, watched an improv show at a theater, and finally took the private jet back to Springfield. Homer was forcibly delivered home by forklift. This trip felt like a dream he never wanted to wake from. Now he suddenly had an idea. He decided to work hard and live the life of a rich man. Having experienced the life of the wealthy, Homer completely lost enthusiasm for his current life. But Marge didn't want to see Homer give up on himself. She found a famous potential coach to help Homer unlock his potential. The first step to unlocking potential was to examine his current self. From the moment he got up and put on his socks, he was extremely negative. Even at work, he kept making mistakes. The coach advised Homer to stop doing stupid things on purpose, but Homer simply couldn't help it. After a dispiriting day, Homer went to the bowling alley to unwind. The coach noticed that Homer was very confident while bowling. He suggested that Homer wear his bowling shoes no matter what he did. After that, Homer seemed like a changed man. No matter what he did, he maintained a positive attitude. Seeing that Homer's potential was starting to emerge, Klaus immediately suggested that Homer change jobs. Homer chose a company with a private jet, but before the interview, Klaus advised Homer to quit his job at the nuclear plant so he could give it his all. Homer failed all of his interviews, but to reassure his family, he had to put on a brave face and lie that he had successfully joined a new company. The next day, he dressed in a suit and drove off. Then he went to a fast food restaurant near the new company to kill time and headed home with a cheerful demeanor at quitting time. Marge curiously asked if he was adjusting to the new company.